Happy Halloween, everybody. So 2021, I would say, is a slight improvement over 2020. We still have the pandemic around us, but, vaccines, there's been movies this year, and life has slowly started to get back to normal. There's still a few lingering problems. And you know what? We've had some really great movies this year. And of course, Doctor Who's back today, which is awesome. Cannot wait to see these next 6 episodes. And they all start today with the Halloween Apocalypse. But for today's Halloween show, I'm going to take things into the past, and I'm going to review 2 movies from the 1960s, The Raven and Psycho. The first review tonight is from 1963, and it is The Raven, featuring Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, Boris Karloff. So, yeah, this is a very loose adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. There's not much of that actual original work in this film. There's, a raven, a character named Lenore, and Vincent Price does read parts of the classic work at the beginning and the end of the film. But besides that, it's a very original film. I also don't think it's a really bad film, but if you're expecting, an adaptation of The Raven, you're going to be probably a little bit disappointed. But I can say the set design in this film was phenomenal. Seriously, they put a lot of work in this film. And honestly, all the characters I thought were really well, had really good performances to them, and the actors really brought a lot to the roles. And at the end, the battle between Boris Karloff's character and Vincent Price's character was really imaginative, how they brought all the magic to life. It was really impressive for, 1963. The effects on this film actually, I think, hold up pretty well. Besides that, though, this is just kind of one of those more hilarious movies you can watch during Halloween. I don't think it's definitely the best film ever made, but honestly, I still had some good moments with it, and I actually laughed quite a bit at times in this film. And I think it's because of Vincent Price portraying the character in this film. He does just a great job in any role he's in, and he just brings this character to life. And I think it's not bad for taking this inspiration from The Raven. And Peter Lorre is a hilarious character in this. Him when he first revealed as the Raven and that voice coming out of it, it was just hilarious. But yeah, Vincent Price's The Raven was actually pretty decent. I actually laughed at it at times. Definitely not the best film ever made. It could definitely make you laugh at times. But yeah, definitely a loose adaptation of The Raven. It's cereal time! Seriously, more cereal. I know, I have the Ghostbuster cereal, but now we have this Monster Mash cereal, which has a really cool art on the front of the box. As you can tell, this celebrates 50 years of Monster cereal. And there's all the monsters. Yummy Mummy, the Fruit Berry, Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and of course the wonderful awesome design on the back. And a little bit of facts about each of the monsters. Okay. Let's try this. You can kind of tell there's that. So yeah, this is basically 2 of them, the Boo Berry and the Frankenberry, and the marshmallows from Count Chocula, which I'm okay with because I don't really need chocolate in this. I don't think it would taste really that great, but let's try it. Really good. I actually quite like it because I really do like blueberry. So to have it mixed with, Frankenberry, I think is a really cool thing that they did to celebrate. I do wish that there was sort of more of this big celebration of all 5 of them in a way. But, I still think this is a pretty decent cereal to celebrate 50 years of the cereal monsters. Okay, I want to finish this, and I want to go back to me for the next review. The next review is 1960's Psycho. Out of all the Hitchcock movies I've seen, Psycho is one of my favorites. Seriously, he does a phenomenal job directing this film. I love the creepiness in this hotel that Norman Bates runs. And I like the scene direction that he kind of sets up with Norman and his mother, and then the big reveal at the end. And seriously, Norman is portrayed really creepy in this film. He just seems like this casual hotelkeeper, but things soon take a really dark turn. And I really like how he's keeping his kind of sinister self away from every single person. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. It's just definitely a classic slasher film, even, if it's a little bit different than what you think of a modern day slasher film. It's definitely more suspense, build up, and a great mystery to it as they're figuring out what happened to this person who went to this hotel and all of a sudden kind of just disappeared. And I really liked how Norman has to kind of keep that and try to, basically keep what he did under wraps. And the kind of ultimate reveal at the end was really good. I really liked the last scene as, the person just kind of turns around who she thinks is Norman's mother, and it's just a corpse, and it revealed Norman pretends to be his mother. And that just reveal is seriously one of the best parts of this film. This film is seriously so suspenseful and really well crafted that it really makes for a really enjoyable movie. I cannot say as much as some of the sequels that were for this movie, but I will say the sequels to me, they're kind of forgettable. But I can tell you though, the TV show Bates Motel, that's a phenomenal show that I think definitely lives up to this film, unlike probably the remake of this film. Never mind, going on a tangent. But seriously, I love this film. It's really well crafted. There's some really great set design in this film, and it's very visionary, and Hitchcock did a great job directing this film. Well, that's it for our annual Halloween show. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you've seen The Raven or Psycho, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.